Austria, part of Russia, part of China, and Mongolia. Currently, there are more tigers in the United States than there are left altogether in the wild. On here is a cross between Bengal and Siberian. 7 months old, weighs about 170 pounds. Between what I give her in training, what she eats every day, she's going through about 7 pounds of meat a day. We give her beef and chicken. We also mix milk and eggs together. Once in a while, she slips that up for her coat. By the time she's an adult, 3.5 years old, should be between 350 to 400 pounds. Males will range up to 600 pounds. Beautiful. And adults go through about 10 pounds of meat a day. Should live to be 20, possibly 21. Males living in the late teens. Tigers in the wild are lucky if they make it to about 14 or 15. Driven by instinct. You cannot get that out of them. That's why they don't make pets under any circumstances. It's fine. One that's, biting the other little tigers, destroying the food dish, running around like crazy, everything like that. You don't want one that just lays around, doesn't want to move, or one that's crawling and hissing and scared of everything around. Tanya was definitely pretty outdoors and adventurous. The first 2.5 months that I had her, I was traveling all over the country doing shrine services in the big auditorium, while the adult cats were all working in the arena. She was off to the side, getting used to the colored lights, the loud music, everything else that's going on. It's very important to introduce them to this while they're young and get over things much better than they do as adults. You do not want to spend 1.5 years training a tiger only to find out it eventually won't work in the show eventually because of one of these things. After about 5 days, she was coming out, going straight over eating the meat, hanging out there, and felt comfortable inside. I went in and started working with her, getting her on her seat, teaching her name. That took about 2.5 weeks. I spent 3 weeks teaching her to roll over. And in 3 weeks, she rolled over about 3 times. She didn't go very well. Give it to her. All right, we'll come back to that. I moved to putting up the tools with the hoop in the center for her to jump through. Put that out there first. Let her get used to it by herself again with meat on it. And then started working with it, and I worked on that about a month, and we're done with that. She's got that no problem very well. And this is the 3rd day that we've had the ball here, and usually 1 out of 50 tigers is not smart enough to figure out that they moved it and never want to have anything to do with it. I put it in here to let her check it out. Within 10 minutes she was already on with all saying what they are, even though that's what she was jumping back and forth on before. She's not for a month. Start to walk away from me. It's important to quit before she starts walking away, because they're paying attention to you again. You get them irritated, you get them mad at you. It's very easy to set you away. Right? You can work through a whole day that way, 15 minutes. Right now, work another 15 minutes. Nice and cool today. She's pretty frisky because of that. If it was 95 degrees, she'd be laying over there panting and wouldn't want to move. I pretty much have to step on her to get her to move. We don't practice when it's like that. When it's hot like that, she's never going to be hungry, doesn't want to move. All I'll do is set myself back.